Hey guys, I am Stu and welcome back to S2 TV, and I'm sitting with Brian Keeney. And Brian has been training with us now for about 12 weeks online, and he's come in again today. He did another testing with Dr. TiIff. He had flown in 11 weeks ago and started doing online training with us, came in, did a VO2 test, did the in-body, sat with Dr. TiIff, and then he and I did some one-on-ones, but we've had such tremendous success with our online clients, and Brian was in this weekend, and I just wanted to snag him for a bit to do a quick video and just kind of chit-chat with him about his experience. So, welcome back, dude.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, you've done very well.
You have too. Yeah, both you and Dr. TiIff have been incredible to work with.
Thank you very much.
And you guys delivered. You know, I first saw you guys with Jaeger, previous video, talking about the science behind what you do in 5M, and the integrative, sort of holistic view of nutrition and exercise that you guys have, and injury prevention. And I am a survivor of CrossFit and been injured pretty badly doing it, but saw some really great stuff that it had to offer too. And I think that you filled a really neat hole in that. In one of your talks, you said you think CrossFit's great and weight training's great, and you like to live in the middle and add in stuff like yoga. And so it's been amazing for me. My fat's gone down, strength's gone up, mobility is up.
Yeah. So overall, what was the total loss in body fat?
Well, at least 20 pounds in 12 weeks.
20 pounds of
probably
fat.
More than that.
Yeah, we were just looking at the last 8 weeks, and it was a 4% decrease in body fat in just the last 8 weeks. We've been able to sustain all his muscle tissue while doing that, which was very important. So Brian's a tactical athlete, and you know, so we've been attacking him on multiple levels. He had a lot of dysfunctional movement patterns, hyperkyphotic, or a big arch in his upper back, shoulder issues, and
some IT band stuff.
IT band stuff. He had knee valgus. He had all kinds of stuff going on. So we've had to attack his body composition. We wanted to sustain all the muscle that we could, if not grow some. And I believe we put on a little bit of muscle as well.
Yeah, something like 10 pounds. It was real.
Yeah, increased mobility extremely. His posture looks so much better. The new VO2, it looked like your VO2 went up, I think, from like a 50 to a 54.
Yep.
And then in the middle, which was really cool, your fat burning capacity increased like 20%. I mean, it was really pretty interesting to see that.
Which is exactly what you guys brag on.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they promise, is that you will be a more efficient fat. Will promise. You know, that's your goal.
Sure.
And your instrumentation bore you out.
Yeah. So it's really cool because he lives in Santa Cruz. You know, so every week I send him his workouts. He's been working with Tiffany online. So all this is completely online. We'll do a Skype every so often, every couple of weeks, and check in. But 99% of this has all been online. He's been here to visit us twice, but the results that we've gotten have just been tremendous, and it gives me a lot of hope because I think you were the first one that we actually experimented with too. So we had just put it together. Right? Yeah, we were like, you know, let's get this thing going. And we've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of people around the country now. And like I say, the online training is just incredibly successful. It's not just results that people are getting here, which we know if you walk in that door, you're going to get results. But the fact that he lives 3,000 miles away is just very encouraging for us. So.
Yeah, and the movements that you do not require a lot of equipment. I think that you've got a video up where I had a lot of the gear already, but you know, $400, something like that. And so for your side of it, that you're the same price as a CrossFit membership, and you don't get hurt, and you don't have to leave your house. So and it's
right, you don't have to. You can do it all at home. So
and it's customized for me.
Yeah.
You know, the workouts have absolutely been for my goals, and actually follow a logical progression if you go into a lot of boxes. Not to bag on CrossFit, there's some really great CrossFit boxes out there. But if you go in some gyms, there's no real coherent plan for the training.
It's just
a
work.
week and
work.
a week and a week, and you're just your meat, getting thrown around. And with you, we've worked on specific goals. We have followed a specific plan to get me here today for a big training that I'm going to be at this week. So it's and I haven't gotten hurt. And I think for that dramatic a body change in that short a time.
And the intensity levels that we've been training at.
Yeah, and it's not that stuff didn't come up, it's that I picked up the phone when I started feeling tweaky on something, and Stuart dramatically adjusted the plan to fit that.
Yeah.
And again, that's something that is missing, I think, in a big box, non-customized format, is that you can only modify so much before you're doing a completely different workout from everybody else, and it just feels...
It's hard, yeah, and of course, our realization over and over has been that there can be no cookie cutter anything for anybody. If you're doing cookie cutter, if you're doing a nutrition program that somebody else is doing, if you're doing a fitness program somebody else is doing, corrective exercise, we had to look at your squats, and you had been doing like some kind of, you had been doing a strength training program. You had put on 30 pounds of fat while doing it. Your mobility was shot to hell.
Yep.
The lifts weren't going anywhere. You weren't getting stronger. And we've been able to, attack his body fat, get him stronger, get him faster. His endurance is through the roof, balance across the board. So it's really cool to be able to say, when you start a program with somebody, we're like, okay, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to fix this. It does come across as over-promising. And he had a lot of issues, like most people who are 40 years old and want to train intensely do. And we were able to address all of your goals, and this is the second time we've seen you in 12 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome. I don't think it gets any better.
Pretty cool. So we appreciate you being such a good student,
well, thank you.
And we're looking forward to the next 12 weeks as well. So
heck yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.